My name is Stephen Kay. I develop a program named Karma. You may have heard of Karma before. It's been in the Korg keyboards for the last 8 years, the Karma workstation, then the Oasis, and most recently the Korg M3. But now I'm really excited about being able to bring a new version of this product to the Open Labs platform. This is a program, new version of Karma called KARMAOL for Open Labs. You can see up on the screen there, the main screen of the program. Now, what Karma does is it's an algorithmic music generation program. You can think of it almost like a bunch of arpeggiators on steroids, okay? It allows you to create grooves and music and songs in real time, and the parts are not loops, they're not static, they're not fixed patterns. You can take a bass line and morph it into a completely different bass line by moving some of the sliders. You can use all of the Open Labs controllers to trigger and manipulate your grooves, the 16 drum pads that you can see on the unit over there, the 8 sliders and switches can all be used to actually morph and change the music while it's being generated. This is the main screen of Karma up here, and you'll see up here in the right corner the 16 drum pads. You'll see down here the 8 sliders and the 8 switches that maps directly into the control surface of the Nico and the Miko. Over on the left side there, you see the module control area. There's 6 independent modules that can be generating musical parts at the same time, like a drum, a groove, a bass line, maybe a keyboard part, an arpeggiated synth part. I select my different layers of the modules using the numbered keys on the drum controller here. Go back to my master layer. There's a layer of control for each module in a Karma performance, and when I switch to that layer, these 8 sliders and 8 switches here map directly into the control surface of the Nico and the Miko and allow you to control that layer. So if I select layer 1, which is the drums, all of my sliders and my knobs are mapped into controlling the drums groove and things like that. If I select layer 2, I would be doing the same thing to the bass. And when you're in the top layer, the master layer, you're sort of in a macro mode where moving one slider might be doing something to all 6 modules at the same time, like varying the swing factor of all 6 modules at the same time. There are 32 scenes in this scene matrix for each of the modules and the master layer. A scene is a snapshot of these sliders and switch settings. So if you think of that on each of these layers, I can take a bass pattern, completely morph the bass pattern. There's nothing fixed in these, they're not loops. So when I play this little piece for you, bear in mind that what's happening is you're hearing 6 generated effects, that's what I call them. There's 6 generated effects being changed by the scenes as I change between the 8 different scenes of this performance. A Karma performance, by the way, is set up with various keyboard instruments on the keyboard. In this example, there's a pad sound in the left-hand area and a lead synth in the right-hand area. So it's all set up for you to jam on top of it.
create a completely different groove. I'm going to use my sliders to simplify. Play some chords here in the left-hand area. Raise the sliders a little. Bring it back down. Raise the sliders again. Bring in a fill. Change scenes again. Now we've got another variation. Scene, use some of the other pads. Yet another scene change. We've got some bending on the bass. In the center of the main screen is the scene matrix area, which shows you the scenes being selected. I'll select scene 7 now, and it changes on the downbeat. Select scene 1, it blinks red, and then changes on the downbeat. You can set it so that it waits 4 bars or 2 bars. I've got it set to 1 bar at the moment. So if I select scene 7 now, it blinks red and changes on the downbeat. Let's go to scene 8. First, let's trigger a drum fill with my 17th pad. Now we've got some fuzzy stuff going